There's also a British bike manufacturing presence here at the show. For example, you can buy a Matchless G80, which is a sort of replica of the bike that was produced in the 50s by Matchless. It's built down in Devon, and it's based on a somewhat undistinguished machine of the 50s. This one has an Austrian engine and components that come from Italy and the Far East. But I think a far more significant revival is here on the stand of Norton, where they're launching their new police bike. It's called the Commander. It's powered by a twin-chamber rotary engine, which is water-cooled, because that's much better for police work in traffic and so on. And it's, I think, very impressively styled. It's got the fairings, got big pannier boxes, got all the switchgear you need, the radio connection for the policeman's headphones, blue lights, the lot, all styled into one very good concept. Well, this is really the first of a whole new generation of Nortons. And also here they've got the classic, the last of the hand-built bikes, and the one they're actually offering to the public. That's the one I've been riding. The police Interpol bikes are already being assembled on a new production line at Norton's Shenstone factory, a facility which will enable the company to increase production while maintaining quality. But the short run of the classic machine is still meticulously hand-assembled with great attention to detail, as it has to be if you have 2,500 parts in a single machine. And this is the finished product. The classic, like the police Interpol bikes, has a twin-rotor air-cooled engine, 5-speed gearbox, fully enclosed chain drive, and I think you'll agree a very high standard of finish. Only 100 of these bikes are to be built to sell at £5,950, but already the customers are queuing up, not only here in Britain, but also, would you believe, in Japan, where it's going to be on show later this month at the Tokyo Motor Show. It's really a lovely blend of old and new, with traditional styling matched by this high-tech rotary engine which develops 80 brake horsepower, should give the bike a maximum potential of about 130 miles an hour. I can't wait to try it. My first impression is of the amazing smoothness of the rotary engine. There's virtually no vibration, and the power delivery is sweet and progressive. The bike's low centre of gravity makes it very agile through the corners, and the suspension is firm but resilient, so the ride quality is good on all but the roughest surfaces. I'm surprised at how flexible the engine is. You can pull away from corners at quite slow revs because the pulling power is there all the way up from about 2,000 revs. It makes a sweet and responsive touring bike with a snappy turn of speed if you're in a press-on mood. But the Classic has got some fierce competitors at £5,000 to £6,000, even if this one is certain to become a collector's item. But there are other new things coming out of the Norton factory. Not only the new police bike, but also, joyful news for the enthusiasts, a racer. Racing costs a lot of money, so why start on it now?
The power of the engine, really. The rotary engine is extremely powerful. We've been working on the rotary engine for about 15 years, and we have a proven military and police product. We're now going into the civilian market, and we're able to increase the horsepower of the engine from roughly 85 brake horsepower right up to 160 at the top end. At the moment, we're treating the racing program as really as a mobile test bed to develop new products for the company. We can certainly keep up with any bike on the track along the straights, and we're beginning to get our handling for the corners up to the Japanese standards, but they really do throw a lot of money at these racing bikes. And I would hope by next season we would be at least as competitive as the top Japanese bikes.
Right, well, we've come outside to get a breath of fresh air and to look at this Harley-Davidson bike because the American